Oh my gosh, I feel really nervous. I don't know why. It's kind of awkward just talking to a camera. I'm sure I'll get used to it. You'd think I'd be used to it from Snapchat, but yeah, it feels really weird. But welcome to my first video blog. So I think when I'm starting to do these, I'm just going to be kind of chatting to the camera. Down the track I may do some fancy things. I've been seeing a lot of like montages and fancy pants music going on in the background, but I'm not very good at the editing side of things at the moment, so we'll start like this and kind of ease our way into it. So basically what I wanted to talk about for my first video blog is something that is absolutely consuming me at the moment, which most of you know is my fertility and my fertility journey, even though I don't really love saying that it's a journey. It really has been a journey for me. So I guess the reasons that I wanted to share with you is, firstly, I don't want people to feel sorry for me because I have a wonderful life. I'm truly blessed. I'm really happy, you know, having another baby would just be the icing on the cake, but I really am truly happy with my lot and what I have. Another reason I want to share is obviously this is something that resonates with a lot of women, and it's something that I get the most feedback from on my blog and my Instagram when I post about it. And I thought that this is a better forum for me to talk about it in rather than my Instagram and Snapchat, because most people that follow me don't really follow me for that, and it is quite personal. So this way, if I put up like a weekly video blog on my website, then you guys can kind of just tune in, the people that actually want to hear me talk about my fertility stuff, because you know it might not be relevant for everybody, and that's totally fine. I wish it wasn't relevant for me, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So let me take you through a quick history for those that aren't up to speed with my fertility journey. When Archie turned 3, we decided we were ready for number 2. So we started trying and we fell pregnant really quickly. I think it was the second time that we tried. So we were stoked, ecstatic. 10 weeks in, I had my first miscarriage, which absolutely floored me. I did not expect it at all. I mean, I know most people don't expect it, but I was really kind of relaxed in this pregnancy. I was really anxious with Archie, but I was really relaxed and happy and, you know, planning for things, and it really knocked me for 6. And I suffered from a lot of anxiety afterwards, and it took me a good couple of months to get back on track. So we didn't really try again for a few months. And then, and it was also very traumatic, I should say. I mean, I was by myself, I was bleeding all night, my husband was away, not contactable. I ended up in hospital and the pregnancy sac was stuck in my cervix, so they had to pull it out. So the whole thing was very traumatic, and then, you know, a lot of bleeding and everything after for a few weeks. So when we were ready to start trying again, we tried for about 3 months, and then I thought, I just want to have a break, let's go overseas, let's not even try this month. And of course, when you do that, I fell pregnant, and I found out 2 days before we were due to fly out. So we still went to Italy on our holiday. It was actually for my husband's work. He was shooting his campaign for Sunday Somewhere in Sicily. So we went there, we went away for a month. We went to Paris, went to Italy, Turkey and Dubai on the way over there. And it wasn't until we were kind of 3 weeks into the trip where I started bleeding, and I ended up having to go to an operating room in Turkey and have a D&C. So then that takes us up to October last year, and to fast forward really quickly, it took me a few months to want to try again, and then I thought, let's go on a holiday to refresh ourselves and feel really good before we try again. And we went to Bali, and I got salmonella and dengue fever, and Archie got giardia, and my husband got dengue fever as well. So that was awesome, took us 3 months to recover. Obviously we weren't able to try for 3 or 4 months. So before we went to Bali, we were actually talking about doing IUI because we needed to speed up the process, and also because my husband travels all the time and I have polycystic ovaries, which means my cycles are all over the place. They're really long, and if we miss out on a go, it could mean missing out on 2 months of a chance to try. So basically we wanted to do IUI. We met with IVF Australia, and they gave us all the options from just a monitored cycle right through to IVF with testing of the embryos. I freaked out, I was really overwhelmed by it all, but we decided to go with the IUI option. And I had some meds just to stimulate my ovulation, so it happened a bit quicker. which was good. And so first IUI wasn't successful, and then last month we just tried naturally with a stimulated cycle, and that wasn't successful. So we decided, stuff this, let's go for IVF. I never thought I would be the IVF person, but there's a couple of reasons why I wanted to go for IVF, to speed up this process, because it's been almost 2 years. Even though we haven't tried every month for 2 years, it's been 2 years of constantly thinking about it, and it's very draining. And I just kind of want to live my life and enjoy Archie, which I am doing, but it's always at the back of my mind, and I can't drink and eat this and do this because we're trying. So anyway, we wanted to speed up the process. So that's number one reason for trying. And number two, because we had testing and everything was okay with both of us, we're not sure why we're miscarrying. So the IVF option, which does the PGD testing, we've decided to go for, which means they test the embryos and they grade them. So they test them for any type of chromosomal abnormality. So it gives us a much better chance, a 60 to 70% chance of success actually each cycle. So that brings us up to now. I'm in my first month of full-on IVF cycles. I'm on, I think, day 9 of my stimulants, which involves needles, which my husband gives me because I just couldn't do it. I mean, I've tried, but I just cannot get my hand to actually pop the skin. I know that sounds terrible. And hubby is getting much better at it. The first night was a comedy of errors. I was laughing, he was shaking, ended up kind of cutting my stomach with a needle. It was a disaster. I could feel it actually moving around in there. But he's got much better now, and I think actually he enjoys giving me the needles, especially when I'm being a bit of a bitch because of the hormones. They're making me crazy. They are making me crazy. So I don't feel great on them. I feel very bloated. I've put on weight. You know, it's like they're not meant to be in there. So, you know, I went for my first scan yesterday and I've already got 15 follicles growing in my belly. So that's why I'm so bloated, I guess. So it's a lot, you know, it's a lot to take on. But anyway, so that brings us up to speed. So I think my next video blog, I would like to talk about how, or ways that I mentally cope with fertility issues. It's been a real roller coaster ride for me, and I have learnt some great techniques which make me really positive and optimistic. Don't get me wrong, I have my bad days and it's tough, but I've learnt a lot of things which actually have helped me so much in this journey, and to still be happy and positive while I'm going through it. And I'd love to share that with you for anyone who's going through fertility dramas. So anyway, that is my first video blog. So I think down the track I'll do some style blogs and some fun blogs, and also get Arch on to do some things. But that's it for today. So thank you for tuning in, and yeah, catch you next time. Bye.